So you've just installed the Yuushya Mod, and you're wondering how to play this in survival. Well, the bad news is you can't. Look at these trees, they're hideous. Oh, cool, I got a sapling. I'm going to put that here and sort of explain to you what you can do in the survival mode, which is very little. Look, if I search for things, I can't actually search for the gourd, which is a very important tool in the Yuushya Mod, and I can't even get the GUI tool, so that's massively disappointing. Those trees, I'm not a big fan of, but the usual trees are actually good, but not the foliage there. So what I suggest you do is quickly allow the cheats on a LAN mode. That way we can type in game mode creative. Once we've typed in creative, we can get the tools that we want. So I want the GUI tool and I want the gourd, the two most important tools in the Yuushya universe. Absolutely, look, you can turn it into an entity and you can resize it and move it to wherever you want, like you can with any block on the Yuushya Mod. I've even made that one nice and bright for nighttime. That's cool. Let's go over here. Maybe I can do the same. Bang. Okay, I can brighten it, very bright, make it really big, lift it up a little bit, and I've got myself a block. I'm going to build a shop around. That's pretty cool. There's one more thing that we can get. This does look really cool here. And there's a village over there. We can get gift boxes. And those gift boxes have prizes inside. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. This one's the idle gift box. Yeah, there's some hats in there. That's great. A food gift box. Nice. I'll put those down. I'll put that one there and that one there. Pretty good. I'm going to go around and destroy them and get the items out of them. These can be very useful if you're setting up a server for your friends. You can definitely have these gifts everywhere. They don't spawn naturally in the environment that I've found when you're playing a survival mode. A cook box and a cat box. There's actually a few more. There's one more. The plain one doesn't do anything, but this one's very important. It has tools inside. So let's pop all these presents down. Whoops, not too close. Good. And then this one. Then get this one, this very important one. Put him down here. Then I'm going to destroy all of the gift boxes. Don't need them anymore. I can, at this point, actually go into survival mode. I've got the gourd, and I've got the GUI tool, and I've got all the boxes. So let's go over here and pop this one. Cool. I've got some carrots and some apples. They're not Yuushya Mod items specifically, but they can be useful if you want to survive. What's in here? What's in here? Hats. Okay, cool. I've got some hats. So let's try it on. There we go. I've got a bucket. I'm looking rather dashing with a bucket on my head. Let's try the cone head. I kind of want to try that one. Put that on my head. Turn this off because it's getting annoying. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? A little cone on my head. Turn that off. I don't need that anymore. That's pretty cool. And I like this one, actually. This one is a cool hat. It sort of hangs around on your shoulder, but it's a hat. Whether or not you can use that in survival mode, I don't know, but it looks cool. Nice. I'll throw all of those away. I might want to eat them later, but never mind. What's in here? Fridges and vending machines, or vending machines and fans. So with those, you could put them down. They are rather large, though. Put a light there. I don't need to do that. But you can turn this into an entity. You can also break it, look. I'm going to pop it up. There it is. Grab it again. It doesn't destroy itself, thankfully. No, I don't want it there. I want it next to the box thing. Yeah, I'll put it here. This is my little shop. If you turn it into an entity, it disappears. But don't worry, go in with the GUI tool, and then you can position it middle, and then lift it up. Then we're done. We can rotate it a bit if we want to, shift it into the wall just a little bit, not clipping through like that. There we go. So I've got myself a vending machine. Could have put in a lamp or something. Yeah, I have a lamp. Just the one. A fan, because it's getting very hot. Yes, I'll crouch near the fan because it's nice and warm. Yeah, that's chilling me a bit. Great. Put that blue vendor there, throw that lamp, put a ceiling lamp here. Now, I've got that giant block, but obviously I can't put anything near it because it's an entity. Turn the light into an entity. I can rotate it, I guess on the Z-axis, just like this. Then I can move it into this block to make it look like I've got some kind of weird shop, and turn the brightness up for nighttime. Cool. What's in the next box? Let's throw that away. In this box, I have signs. And a few cash registers and things. So I'm going to put this one here next to that entity, turn this one into an entity, then I can rotate it. I can shift it up into the wall a little bit. You want to follow the blue and red lines when you're working with that. See, that's too close. Bring it out a little bit. Cool. I've got myself a little shop going on here. Maybe I can put these in. I'll put the magazine stand here. This sign can go here. If you want to, you have to attach it to the floor and then across like this. You can't put it next to that big block that I made. You can do the same with this little magazine rack. That looks cool. I'm definitely going shopping. I'll throw that one away and that big sign. I'll put the cash register in because I'm ready to purchase. A little poster can go on top of that one, turn it into an entity, and then just put it on the wall, the box thing. Pretty cool. Throw those away, I don't need any more of those. And put this food on top. Again, entity it, and then I can move it in so it's stacked. I like that, that's cool. This is basically what you have to do on survival mode. Oh, look, flowers. Nice. I've got a potted bamboo. I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to put a bunch of other stuff. I'll rotate that one a little bit, move it. Yeah, there we go. Put all these flowers here. They're kind of standard flowers, but they do look cool. Maple flowers. The poppies, for some reason, can grow on the concrete there. What's that? If you put that one down, it goes into the ground. So you have to entity it and then just bring it up and rotate it. That's what I do with every single plant. And then an evergreen. Lovely. What's in this box? Cool. I've got many a supply. So I've got marble cobblestone, which I use for streets in Midsommar City. Pretty cool. I'm just going to put all of these here. Just like this. You can use them for streets or just blocks randomly. This marble I use for bathroom flooring, actually. It's one of the best materials because it looks clean. And these framed bricks I hardly ever use, but they might appear one day. I don't know how to build with them. Cool. What's in this box? Nice. I've got some wood. Well, this is kind of self-explanatory. This is a drawer. You can't use it like a chest, though. But then I can build it up with the warped wood, stick these on top, make myself a big wall. Okay, that's cool. Put them here. I don't need the rest. I'm just going to throw them away. Put them in the pile of trash. Done. Let's have another look. I've got more boxes. What's in this one? Ooh, pizzas. Yeah, this is the food box. You can't actually eat the pizza. It's like a decorative item. A sushi tray, some knives, jam jars, and a big steel pot. Useful for building a kitchen. Yep. The cat box has cats inside. I honestly thought they were just beautiful gift boxes you could put around the house. And they are, but they do contain treasures. Yeah, so I'm going to throw those away. It's starting to get dark. I don't want to be here too long getting scared. This one has tools inside. Most of those tools, I'll be honest, are useless. The best tool is probably the wrench. Oh, I forgot to put the milk down. Put the milk. Yep, there's the milk. Perfect for my little fridge room. The wrench is pretty good because you can turn things on and off like this fan. Turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Pretty cool. I like the wrench. I would recommend that as a substitute. This is the lighter. You can lighten things up that are already got a lighting status, like this one. You can tune it up all the way to 15, like this. 13, 14, 15. Yep, cool. That's not such a useful tool because you can do it with the GUI tool. This is a trash tool. Don't even bother with that. Nope. And all the others pretty much trash except for the Green Gourd and the GUI tool. They are god tools. Absolutely. Do not destroy those or get rid of those. These are trash and that's trash. It's like a rotator or something. Rubbish. Anyway, if you want to start your survival game mode, you need to basically set it to creative for a minute and get the gourd and the GUI tool and a few gift boxes. With the gourd, you can actually stand in items like this because you've made them entities and they're not part of the terrain. If this video has been helpful, subscribe to my channel, send me a comment if you want to know how to install the Yuushya Mod. If you want to, you can send me a super thanks, and maybe you could support me on Ko-fi. I'm Ixical, and I'll see you next time.